So we're all back together again, fresh still in our minds, those memories, the unbelievable highs, the unforgettable lows. And as the sides return to cross swords for the first time again, we just remind ourselves of the magic of this game. This is what it does to you. It keeps bringing you back, no matter what. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. They're up and running then. So, Jim, tell me this, who are you looking for in particular here? For me, it's Inzaghi! And the ball's come loose here. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Oh, good climb! Firm header just off target.
That's a really decent chance.
Roberto Baggio. Pirlo. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Modric. Zerbin.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Zerbin. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that's played in low. Davids. And it's Modric. Bout of passing here, really easy on the eye. Bit of an appeal, but nothing doing. It's been a pretty high-octane start, at least from one side's perspective.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Roberto Baggio! Brilliant! That is a gem! An absolute gem! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. And it's closer. And he plays one through. And this is Inzaghi. Chance to deliver. Luperto getting this one clear. Now it's Vardy.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that.
Cremona really look like a team that's set up to absorb pressure. They don't mind being on the back foot.
But with something up their sleeve.
Yeah, they clearly feel they can hit hard on the counter-attack thanks to their...
Takes a shot! Well, the finish certainly didn't match the build-up.
Roberto Baggio deserves a lot of credit for his willingness to make those runs. The passers will always have an option with him.
Turan. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Pirlo, a player whose confidence, whose sense of adventure rubs off on all of those around him. Filippo in some towering header! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Yeah, he may have snatched at that a bit, even though it was quite close.
Vardy. Inter Milan, currently a goal to the good, and with the lion's share of the ball. Modric, who is rarely short on confidence. And this is Inzaghi. He's had a shot! That was superb goalkeeping.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Pirlo goes short. There's the shot! Cremona have the chance to go the other way. Threads one in.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
And it's Baggio. And this is Modric.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Cremona are looking to break at pace. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Big chance! And he stuck it away. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Just way too good, Peter. The keeper was never going to stop it.
So that's 2 now without reply.
You can really sense how important this goal was for them. They needed it, now they have it.
Very nicely done. Now it's Vardy. Oh, that's nice. Oh, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Oh, there's a probing ball. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Davids is a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Davids tries a measured ball, shoots! Oh, it's fallen loose again! Just cruising! They are cruising! The crowd demanded, and he was thrilled to oblige. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
That's really good anticipation too, Peter. Just instinctively knew where the ball would be and where he needed to put himself.
A case now of complete control. Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. Now it's Serbin. Zambrotta conjures time and space where few can. Pirlo. Zambrotta.
If they want to counter, they could do with more speed.
And here's Vardy. Engages and forces him off the ball. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Modric.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
And this is Modric. Tries a shot! And the keeper couldn't hold it. And it's in! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
That's smart play from him, actually, Peter. That goal was all about positioning. He knew instinctively where to be should the keeper have gotten a little jittery.
And that is all they have time for. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Inter really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Inter Milan looking unstoppable, unbeatable, and in case you're wondering, yes, that really is the scoreline. So we're underway for the second half. Oh, easy pickings there. Well, that looks a cracking ball. Petzela showed plenty of zest in getting to the ball, but couldn't quite sort it. And the shot! Now, who's going to be first to this? And that is a little undercooked. Chance, surely! And that's in! The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Cremona get their goal. A bit of respectability restored. That's been cut out, well played. And it's closer. He steps in, and that's the end of that. That is a great pick out. Vardy. He's on it, can he get away? And it's made its way. Great chance! It's a foul, it's in the box, it's a penalty. Inter Milan present their opponents with the best possible chance here. And that's one back! A time for a cool head, and that is precisely what he showed.
I just think the keeper committed himself too early.
So could they be onto something here?
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
That's a good ball. Looking to pass their way up the pitch. He's in one-on-one. Shot a goal! It's a goal! Was there ever any doubt?
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
All of a sudden we have a game here.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Closer, currently being consciously targeted.
Yeah, as you'd expect, Peter, that defence ought to know when to step up.
He's having a shot! Oh, good finish! And there's your hat-trick hero. He is simply indefatigable. Calm, composed, confident. What a super goal.
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Cremona choosing to make the first change.
Well, he's going to inject a nice bit of pace into that front line, Peter, so I can see him making those runs in behind.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 11.
So the lead now is 2.
That has the feeling of a breath of fresh air, Peter, and now they can fill their lungs and just blow them away.
Vardy. He has found the way through. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Now it's Inzaghi. Zerbin pinches it off him. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Luperto. Petzela. And it's Vardy. Davids ventures forward. Vardy. Nicely spread. Back where it came from. That's the keeper's ball. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Oh, that's a key interception. Roberto Baggio. Now it's Inzaghi. And this... Oh, he's all alone. Shapes to shoot. It's run loose. Who's going to get there?
Sostituzione per l'Inter.
Corner number 2 then.
Modric. Lascia il campo per il numero 27. Cambio di giocatori.
They've played it short. Thuram. Real chance! Oh, it's come off the upright. Could have won it there and then. He knows that. Oh, he knows it.
Oh, he went for it there knowing full well that it could have all been wrapped up.
And that is... And again. It's a goal. Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
And that's great movement from him. He instinctively knew that the ball was going to come back out and put himself where he needed to be. The sort of thing you just can't teach.
Inter Milan, palpably stronger, better, superior. Inter Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. And it's Baggio. Now it's Vardy. Well, played right into his path. Thuram calmly anticipates. Serginho. Now it's Vardy. 5 minutes left on the clock. Now it's Vardy. Great ball, and he's in here. Oh, well played. He needed to get that right. And here's Vardy. Might be danger here.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to go.
Davids. Oh, he's burst through. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
Ci saranno 5 minuti di
Just seeing the
recupero.
board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. Now it's Vardy. Good ball, good take. Davids. Not the most accurate pass. He's not got that quite right. No, that's been intercepted. That's a good ball out wide. So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan pretty much in utopia, imposing themselves in the manner they wanted right from the start. Welcome to those who have joined us all here on a beautiful, clear evening. The conditions contributing to a fantastic atmosphere in the stands. This really is the place to be. I'm Peter Drury, and seated in the experts' hot seat is our man Jim Beglin.
Thanks, Peter. It's a pleasure and a privilege for me to be here.
Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So things are underway. Inzaghi! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Inter Milan with the corner, there first. Space for him to turn and look. Now there's a fine ball. Goes for a shot! And he's done it!
Well, once more, it's him. And we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
An opportunist strike, but he'll take it. He will own it.
The keeper might have been a little unsighted. He seemed awfully late in reacting to that.
An early launch, just as they wanted, just as they hoped it. Great vision. And he cuts out the supply. It's a pretty loose pass. Thuram gets across to intercept that. So what can they make of this? Roberto Baggio. He's having a hit! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Modric is offering a wry smile there.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. Good ball, good take. And this... Modric! Bonucci does really well there, he is strong. Inter Milan leading here thanks to that early goal. 1-0 the score. Oh, this looks sharp. And it's Inzaghi. Davids. He'll try from distance. Now looking to orchestrate a counter. Now it's closer. And this is Inzaghi.
Padova definitely have the look of a team that likes to counter-attack, Peter.
Yeah, that is clear. Just look at how they line up.
Well, in other words, they don't mind being patient.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And this is Inzaghi. And this is closer. And he's in on goal. And the shot! Well taken goal. 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Lovely pass, but... And the shot! Just cruising! They are cruising! A quite incredible spell. They are flying. There was no getting to that. No getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
And reclaimed it in a trice. Inter Milan have scored 2 quick goals here. 15 minutes till half-time.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Time and again they are repelled. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
It's a promising position. Corner number 3 coming up. Pirlo with the short one. And the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! And he hits the net! And look at his joy! Is this not why we love the game? And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority on this.
Inter Milan are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
And closer! And it's in! And they're threatening to fly away here.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Ha segnato al 39esimo minuto, numero 11.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
He's found space here. Very nicely done. A quick look, thought about cutting inside. And it's claimed by the keeper. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Zambrota. Modric has a look and plays it forward.
Yeah, they were looking for a counter-attack.
Aimed beyond the defence.
It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
And the referee says that is that for the first half. Staggering, just staggering. Not in their wildest dreams would they have expected a half-time scoreline like this.
Inter really are in control here. They've done exactly what they set out to do. There's a genuine flow about their football, and some of the stuff they've played so far has been great on the eye.
Inter Milan have had it all their own way so far then, and they go in at the break in an utterly dominant position.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
We're on the move again. Now it's David. Closer. nicely aimed pass. And he's being shifted off it. Can he finish? Sensational from closer. Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy. How many, just how many? The gulf in class is vast.
I can see some heads dropping here now, Peter. I see things getting even worse out there if they're not careful.
Now it's closer. That has not gone well. Oh, good-looking ball. Roberto Baggio. Oh, super ball. David! And a neat finish. Such thrill, such noise, and how this matters.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
And when the manager called on him, he was only too happy to repay that fate.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here. I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Thuram is sporting a guilty look after that.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Desai does really well to win the ball there. This might spell he's having a hit!
David really needed to concentrate on protecting the ball. Then again, he was being very closely marshalled.
That's a good ball out wide. He's got plenty of space out wide here. That is ended up in no man's land. Davids. Oh, that's a key interception. And that has put paid to that.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
That's an imaginative pass. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
And he was quick to react. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Closer is the key defender on that occasion. And the pass is intercepted. Little pass back. Thuram has quite the footballing brain. He's almost never outsmarted.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Davids. And it's Baggio. And it's closer. Well, there was an element of promise insofar as they kept the ball well, but they did very little with it. Can he get on the end of this? And he's running. It's Modric! Oh, impressive strike.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Sostituzione di giocatori. Numero 11.
Well, the two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time.
Il numero 15. Il numero 20. Attenzione, un cambio.
Roberto Baggio. Davids. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. Now it's Roberto Baggio. Front-footed pressing going on here. No, that's been intercepted.
This is the time you need that pace.
And it's Davids. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a sharp pass. Just eases him off the ball. Now, what about a counter-attack? That's been slipped through. Oh, well played, well sorted out. That's a little off target. Oh, he's felt that, hasn't he? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Batistuta. Batistuta! He's put his foot right through that one.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Intermalen are making a change. After this, just one opportunity to do so. Bonucci, pass somewhat off target. Not the most accurate pass. And it's Davids. Oh, that's fabulous. Now that's well seen too. Davids. Applies the finish! Pinches it off him. Serginho is looking to influence the game from out wide.
Ci saranno
Promising
3 minuti
build-up.
di recupero.
Oh, he's having a go! Oh, it's come off the upright.
A moment to try and place the cherry on the cake.
Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. And that's it. So a real showpiece win. This lot were simply far too clever for their opponents, and despite their best endeavours.
No, مع الأرجنتين. الزوسي.
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on.
Yeah, this Ibn Adel, not big baller.
There's the whistle, and here we go.
No, he's صغير.
Reaching 3 figures in terms of his appearances for the club. Oh, shooting chance! Goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate. On heels rather than toes.
It was casual, it was careless, and it has proven costly. Applies the finish!
بالله.
That was probably asking just too much. And they can counter here. PSV ran themselves into the proverbial cul-de-sac there, looking to pass their way up the pitch. Could move up a gear here.
I don't know.
Serginho scooting forward. And it's Kaka. Well seen, saw that coming.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Alexander-Arnold. And this is Roberto Baggio. Martin kept his eye on it, and he's there. That is good progress on the left. Lahm promptly onto that, and that is that. Kaka. Passes coming off in quick succession here. That was good pressing, forced the error to put an end to it before things could get even more threatening. Pirlo. And he cuts out the supply. Alexander-Arnold. And Pavard. Serginho. Oh, good play on the left-hand side here. He's got away. Serginho proves just a little bit too strong.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
And that is masterful defending. And that has not gone well. Searching pass he's played there. That's beautifully weighted. Oh, he's been... Mbappe! That was superb goalkeeping.
Mbappe really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And the pass is intercepted. Fermin. Looking for the run. Well, that's beautifully weighted. And Batistuta! They want to be quick to recover this. Serginho. Here comes another. Oh, good effort! He's going to be disappointed with that. Paredes. And it's Lopez. Van Nistelrooy, he shapes to shoot! Well taken goal. 2 up now, and they are cruising. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult.
Roberto Baggio! And it's in! He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that. But you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
Just 1 in it now.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
Lopez. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Kaka. Calhanoglu. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Out of play for a goal kick. Alexander-Arnold. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now Paredes. Calhanoglu. And this is Batistuta. That's a good ball. And the finish! Now, who's going to be first to this? Has a look and place it forward. Varane did just about enough to come out on top there. Neither party overly willing to compromise.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Martin. Some intricate passing, looking to progress the ball. Pirlo. Calhanoglu. Fermin. Now it's Batistuta. And he's being shifted off it. Mbappe receives. It's Baggio! It's bounced back off the post.
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
Desai played out wide, and it's Thuram. Tries to get it clear. Pavard getting this one clear. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. Neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter.
Shows
He's
his
going to want them to play
watching.
at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Well, that just about sorts out the first 45 minutes, and we'll be back with the second very soon. So we're off again.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
Varane makes the interception. It's a searching pass, and he was quick to react. Fermin. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Van Nistelrooy. Varane cuts it out. Lahm. Pirlo. And Inter now could counter-attack. Martin. Colwill. And it's Alexander-Arnold. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Alarm. Mateus. Pavard cuts out the pass. Alexander-Arnold. Now, what about a counter-attack? Lovely pass, but can he get there? Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's well spotted. Tries to pass it through. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Ambitious ball here. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. A quarter of an hour into the second half. Couldn't squeeze it through. Vermin. That is good alertness. Nicely weighted ball. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Nothing wrong with that tackle. Ball won cleanly.
Right here, right now, it's not looking favourable. They're chasing the ball and the game.
And that's a good ball. He's going for goal! Oh, denied brilliantly!
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Pirlo with the short one. It's a sweeping cross. And that is well cleared.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Mbappe. And it's hoisted clear.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
And it's Çalhanoğlu. Now it's Lopez.
PSV clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best.
He's in one-on-one. PSV needed that. They really needed it.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Oh, there's a probing ball. And here's Mbappe. He's having a hit! And a truly agonising miss.
Mbappe was already celebrating in his head and probably still can't process how the keeper denied him. What a stop.
Pass somewhat off target. Can he get it through? And this is Van Nistelrooy. Tries to play it through. Thuram kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now, can they get him away? Martinez gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Alexander-Arnold. Now it's Batistuta.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18, numero 20, numero 23, Kaká, numero 17, Pirlo, numero 22. Lasciano il campo per il numero 14, il numero 10, Neymar, il numero 15, Beckham, il numero 21, il numero 2.
That's a poor throw, that, picked off with relative ease.
That was lovely, that.
Mbappe.
This usually is the time teams go into conservation mode.
Keep the ball and you win the game. It really is that simple. Paredes. Looking to play him in. And this is Neymar.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
Pedri. That's Paredes. Now who's going to be first to this?
It's looking good from here.
And that's it. A game of margins, of thrills, the sort of game that is a great advertisement for our sport. Sad in a way that somebody had to lose. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Inter never really got into this game. I think conceding early as they did seemed to completely undermine whatever had been put in place before they left that dressing room, and they just didn't readjust to it at all.
So thank you very much, Jim, for joining me. That brings us to the end of our coverage. So from us both, a very good evening. The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. Well, we're on the way.
There's Lamine Yamal, Peter, the latest Spanish superstar. I'd like to see him get a lot of freedom on that right wing.
And is that his best position?
I'd say so, Peter. With him being left-footed, he can cut inside, but he's such an all-round threat. He has that blistering pace that he can use to beat the best defenders.
And a chance! A collective sigh of relief from the defence. Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Ronaldinho. And here's Dembele. Oh, Dembele! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Dembele clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Pirlo with the short one. And he's intervened well there. That's travelling a long way. Kilmarnock are looking to go forward now. Mateus receives it in a good position here. Inter Milan with another corner. Corner number 2 then. Pirlo plays it short. It's a good-looking delivery. And now a sudden chance to counter. He's got away. Chance for a shot! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Haaland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Defending of the desperate variety. And there's the shot! It's loose and there's a race for the ball. It'll be a throw-in. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. Very early stages, Jim, but anything up to now that's of note?
Well, neither side has really grabbed the initiative, I would say. Both must have come in with a view of not making any early mistakes. So we're seeing some conservatism here.
Decent chance! Well, they've got it again. Tries a shot! Denied by an instinctive save.
Karamba actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Kilmarnock have their second corner now. Karamba! Went with his head, but couldn't steer it in. Lam cuts out the pass.
They've got to make this nice and quick.
And it's Ronaldinho. Now it's Kaká. Lam kept his eye on it, and he's there. Can he get it through? Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Nice-looking ball. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. It's come to nothing. Kaká. Neither side yet able to find the net. That is ended up in no man's land. So what can they make of this? Varane promptly onto that, and that is that. And he's found the way past. Long ball upfield. And here's Messi. It's anyone's ball now. Desai, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. But it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
That looks a decent ball. Lahm kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That's a throw. Mateus, with his sights permanently trained on that bottom corner. Pirlo gets over and intercepts. It's a searching pass. No, that's been intercepted. Kilmarnock, disappointing in the end there. They lack urgency. Here's a chance! And he has kept it out somehow.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Corner number 3 coming up. And it's been taken short. Swings it. Ronaldinho! Now, who's going to be first to this? Oh, he's been caught napping.
When it's delivered early like that, defenders just can't get themselves set.
Here comes another cross. Throw in. And that's a foul. Simple decision for the referee. And he has shown him a yellow card. Now it's Yamal. Yamal. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. It's a pretty loose pass. Kaka. Nicely weighted ball. Mateus. Kaka. Ronaldinho. Dembele looking to receive it in space. Deftly away. And we've reached half-time. A decent enough half, but neither side able to get on the score sheet. Time for some fresh ideas in the second period, perhaps.
Please
The midway point of the game.
Inter certainly have plenty of positives to take from that first half, especially the way they were able to turn it on in the last few minutes. I can see them coming out with more menace, more meaningfulness after the break, as momentum is definitely with them now.
Well, it's been a half that hasn't lacked suspense or intrigue. It's only lacked goals. 0-0 at the break. Gets us going once more. So neither side has yet broken through. Well, he can't say now that he hasn't been warned.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
So, third corner of the game. That's a fair try, but just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Lovely pass, but can he get there? Pirlo.
Kilmarnock are totally dominant in the middle of the park, and no one
Shoots! Against the crossbar! He's having a pop! And collective relief etched on the faces of the defenders.
He's a lucky boy there. You lose the ball like that, and usually you're going to get punished.
Yamal. Knocks it into space. Shot could be on. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. Haaland is... Oh, shooting chance! All eyes on the referee. It's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. So this the chance to fire his team in front. And it's hit the woodwork and out! Jamal! Still absolutely nothing to report here, goals-wise. That has not gone well. Kilmarnock are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape. Certainly when the...
And the shot! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, it's very good running, that. You're always going to have chances with that kind of movement.
So their fourth corner of the game. Pirlo goes short. Makaleli conjures time and space where few can. Moved on forwards. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Oh, just skips past his man. Well, the defence proved infallible then, but that won't be the last they'll see of him. Now it's Dembele. Tries to play it through. He's looking wide. Good read, needed to be. And across it goes. Now it's Jamal. Rafael Varane produces the perfect tackle there. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Looking to play him in. Just eases him off the ball. And the pass is intercepted. Mateus is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
No outsmarting him this time. Well into the second half, and still there's nothing between them. They get a throw in. Ah, good steal, he just read it. That's an imaginative pass. Dembele is in a really good position out wide. Big chance! It's in! Finally the breakthrough!
Look, before we can even delve into the detail, the significance of taking the lead should be our initial reflection, and that's priceless.
That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
And how easy did he make that look? That is supreme.
You felt it was coming, 1-0.
Look, he's the one everyone expects to put the ball in the net. That's what he's paid to do.
And this is Ronaldinho. Now, can they get him away?
Inter clearly have been instructed to kill this off. Offence is the best form of defence.
Oh, well played, well sorted out. Great vision. He won't be happy with that one. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Looking for options for movement. And they're back on the ball again. Caught offside that time.
Substitution in progress.
Two coaches are signalling changes here, both at the same time. Inter Milan still ahead by the game's only goal. And smartly reclaimed. And that pass just didn't quite work.
Inter really wanted that two-goal cushion, but it wasn't to be. Still, they should be able to see it out from here.
Messi. Buffon claims comfortably. Rijkaard makes the interception. Now it's Messi. Can he get on the end of this? And a chance! And he should have made them pay.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
And the referee has brought play back and showed him a yellow card.
Wallah, how come?
4 added minutes has been indicated.
No way through. Ambitious ball here. Pass somewhat off target. He's a sharp little ball. Goes for a shot! It's hit the upright. Oh, that was nice, but not quite the end product required.
He did well there, held his run enough to ensure he didn't stray offside.
Back to the keeper it goes. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. There will be 4 extra minutes. Oh, that's fabulous. A hefty challenge, but fair enough. And we're done. Inter Milan have held on. They have doggedly, sometimes frantically, preserved the tightest of leads. Any reflections on what you've seen, Jim?
Inter effectively played like two different teams. Pretty placid before the break, but looked much more up for it after half-time. Eventually, those efforts were rewarded. There's a lot of positives to take from that.
My thanks to Jim alongside me, and as the fans make their way home, so must we. Good evening to you.
अभी पेलो भी है no no
So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. So off we go then. Mbappe, with 200 games under his belt now, the standout name from both lineups. Don't you reckon, Jim?
Yeah, he's the mainstay in this team, Peter, and his value can never be underestimated. One of the first names on the team sheet, a priceless asset.
Filippo Inzaghi has been booked, just to confirm, for that earlier incident. And this is Roberto Baggio. Now, oh, he's all alone. And the finish! Goal, Inter! What a moment for the double centurion!
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Where it came from. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Neymar, it's a promising position. Nice looking ball. Well timed, excellent interception. Desai spots it and intercepts. Collier, muscular approach does pay off here. Probing pass. No, that's been intercepted. Good defending there, they've slammed the door in the faces of the opposition. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Neymar. Neymar! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Neymar clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Buffon claims comfortably. And now a sudden chance to counter. Rijkaard calmly anticipates. Looking for the run. Somewhat off target. And this is Inzaghi. Oh, no joy this time. And that is well cleared. And it's Thuram. Passing is crisp and sharp. Inzaghi is flagged offside. Can he get it through? And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, he's having a go! It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Pirlo deals with that comfortably. He'll try from distance! Oh, quite a hit, and quite a touch too.
Oh, the technical control was exquisite. The pummeled attempt was exasperating.
And he cuts out the supply. Not the most accurate pass. Space for him to turn and look. Mbappe! He won't be happy with that one. Now it's Inzaghi. He's shifting through the... It's Inzaghi! And somehow he's managed to miss it.
Well, let's just consider that one a rangefinder, Peter. It certainly wasn't troubling the goalkeeper.
Dani Olmo. There were better options before the ball was lost. Easy to say from up here, I know. And he's made sure that's not getting through. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Iraq clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, they've got it back in a hurry.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Chance! And he's stuck it away. And this is getting better and better. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Inter are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
There's a certain authoritativeness in everything they do now. If they want to kill off this game, now's the time to get it done.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, super! And he shoots! It's hit the crossbar. Oh, that wasn't the worst effort in the world. Filippo Inzaghi goes for a shot! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! That is a gem! An absolute gem! And they're threatening to fly away here. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
That's what he lives for, Pete.
Big chance! He's kept it out just.
Iraq certainly looks sharp there. They're very well drilled in this art of counter-attacking.
And it's been taken short. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. No, he's just misjudged that one. Yamal! They've got to be quick to recover this. And they can counter here. Threads one in. Looking for the run.
Ci saranno 3
Nicely
minuti di
intercepted.
recupero.
The ball is loose and the chase is on. Picked out brilliantly. And it's Olmo. He's having a pop! It's anyone's ball. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cross in, looks like a good one. Now it's Roberto Baggio. And it's half-time. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Inter Milan are relentlessly steamrollering their way to victory then. 3 goals scored without reply. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. Kaka. Chance here to counter. Tries to pass it through. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Rijkaard gets across to intercept that, and that was asking for too much.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Can he get on the end of this? And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Neymar in acres of space out wide. Defending was strong and firm. No way through. Collier. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Iraq clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one.
Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one. And he is going into that little black book. This looks like a more than decent chance to strike. Oh, the ball's come loose here. Messi, nicely spread. That pass isn't the best. Looking for options for movement. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Now it's Neymar. That is good alertness. Filippo Inzaghi has ended up in no man's land. Oh, that's well spotted. Now, can they get him away? And this is Inzaghi. He's found a way through. Defending of the desperate variety. Iraq can breathe again, just.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
That has not gone well. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup. Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which raises hope.
Mateus, renowned for his long-range shooting. This looks promising. It's a pretty loose pass. Now it's Yamal. Collar. Dani Olmo. What's going wide left? And this is Inzaghi. Oh, a delicate chip through. Inzaghi unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Now that's well seen too. Xavi Alonso. And he was quick to react. Played with speed from back to front. Pass somewhat off target. Xavi Alonso. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Well, he's going to be disappointed with that. And this is Neymar. It's Neymar! And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
Look, they seem set on a tactic that's not really yielding any results. You'd imagine they're targeting a weakness, but they look a weakness themselves.
Numero 23, Kaká. Numero 17, Pirlo. Lasciano il campo per il numero 20, il numero 14, il numero 3, Company, il numero 15, Beckham, il numero 21.
Oh, easy pickings there. That has been cut short. Messi, and it's been played through. Collar. Now it's Mbappe. Collar. No, that was never going to make it. Cruyff. That has not gone well. And Akanji. Not too much to add on here, just a minute. Oh, that pass isn't the best. That has been slung wide. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. Well, this is a side which is purring, picture perfect, a win they will relish having... This is where they want to be, one small step away from greatness. Win today, and they will be up there amongst the elite. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it.
Sì.
So off we go then. Inter Milan with just one principal objective. 90 minutes of action against opponents who will not give way. Oh, nicely intercepted. Threads one in. Now it's Mbappe. Oh, there's a probing ball. Great ball if he can get there. Shot a goal! He's scored!
Well, they would have been looking at him to produce the goods, and that was very kind of him to oblige so early.
Unstoppable. Just how do they contain him?
Cruyff demonstrated great strength there. I mean, he really had to hold his man off and just create enough room for him to be able to get the shot away. And I think it's just top play.
So we have had the first significant moment. It is 1-0.
Well, Peter, this now poses the question of stick or twist. Do they immediately go for another one, or sit back and wait patiently for the opportunity to break?
Van Dijk spots it and intercepts. Zanetti. That is good alertness. That's been cut out, well played. Tries to pass it through, and he's made sure that's not getting through. No, didn't quite have the weight on it. Mateus! Oh, just lacked a decent finish.
Well, I suppose he was being urged to shoot. Maybe the crowd will stay a little quieter next time.
No, that was never going to make it. Casemiro. Quick look, thought about cutting inside. He's trying his best to keep it in play here. That's going to go a long way. Cruyff did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Juve, forever the opportunist. A sniff, that's all he needs. And it's De Bruyne. And it's made its way to him. Oh, he's been caught on it here. Cruyff. Kaka. That has been cut short. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Dealt with nicely by the defence. Great defending, strong and determined. Kaka is the type of player who always likes having a bit of space in front of him. Van Dijk. Rafael Varane.
That will annoy the manager. They're making themselves too predictable here.
Now it's Mbappe. A heavy challenge. And he's there to get it away. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Now it's Haaland. Bellingham.
Mbappe really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Well read, nice interception. Nicely weighted ball. Juve. He's got away. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
This is why he's so highly regarded. Absolutely fantastic.
Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. No, that's been intercepted.
Whatever happens, that's the kind of movement which...
Chance! Oh, the keeper's done ever so well.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
And he's intervened well there. Played into space. Now it's Mbappe. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Gasai.
That's positional gold, the utilisation of space.
Now that's well seen too. Looking for a runner. Tacho cuts out the pass. Not the most accurate pass. Oh, that's well spotted. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Mateus. And he cuts out the supply. That's destined for the flank. Now it's Mbappe. Pass is just off target. That has not gone well. Bellingham. Messi. Rafael Varane. Looking for options for movement. Now he's running away. Played out to the left flank. Oh, that's a key interception. It's a searching pass. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Now that is a hefty challenge. And that brings the first half to a close. Well, it's certainly simmered along nicely so far. Just the one goal in it, and it's all still very much up for grabs. Inter Milan leading by 1 at the break.
Yeah, I like the fact that there was a genuine flow to this game, as well as intent. But I can't help feeling that their efforts deserved that little bit more.
Inter Milan just ahead here in a tight game. They are 1-0 to the good. Back on the way then. Inter Milan currently ahead by the smallest of margins. He's in a great position here. No, not quite on the same wavelength.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Varane gets over and intercepts. Van Dijk promptly onto that, and that is that. That has been slung wide. Oh, he's managed to get himself offside.
Deserved a better ball there. He's right to be disappointed.
Manchester United have it back and can go again. Van Dijk calmly anticipates. And that has put paid to that. Can he get on the end of this? He's got plenty of space out wide here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Bellingham. Inter Milan are ahead here by what is still the only goal. Van Dijk cuts it out. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Engages and forces him off the ball. Caught offside that time.
Attenzione, una sostituzione.
Manchester United can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Yeah, I think he's been told to play that role of the tactical pivot, spraying the ball about sometimes, driving it forward from the middle of the park.
Oh, well played. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Manchester United clearly should...
Oh, what has happened here? Oh, lovely bit of skill.
Manchester United really are going for it here, Peter. Now it's just a matter of sustaining the effort.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product.
Real chance! Denied by an instinctive save.
Mbappe is offering a wry smile there.
Van Dijk makes the interception. Pirlo, always wanting the ball, always wanting to do something different with it. Goes looking wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Casemiro does really well to win the ball there. This looks promising. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Well timed, excellent interception. Spread out to the left. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Mbappe, he's shifting through the gears here. That's the keeper's ball.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
Kaká. Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, Peter, if they're attempting to see out the game with such a narrow advantage, there's room for trouble. I just think they're sending out the wrong message. This could backfire.
Knocks it out wide.
Inter surely have to be commended for their drive and desire. Most teams would be taking the...
And drive! And that is doing no harm at all.
He just didn't catch that one right, and he knows it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18.
So we have movement on both benches.
Yeah, I think he's trying to stay one step ahead of his opponents here, maintain the upper hand, so to speak. I can see that. Manchester United truly seem to be at loggerheads in trying to sort this out. Is it the passing or the movement that's the problem? I think both.
That's a shade optimistic. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Aimed beyond the defence. He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Can he get it through?
I thought it was going to happen then. How many more chances can they realistically expect now?
Lahm kept his eye on it, and he's there. Looking for the run. And that pass just didn't quite work. Inter Milan close now to seeing this one through to the end. It's a pretty loose pass. And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan are going up, and now they can dream. So what do you take away from it all, Jim?
What a game, what a performance, and right when they needed it, Peter. How many teams haven't...
Inter Milan are looking to get a flying start here in the long race towards the finish line. This is a day for optimism, for hope, for dreaming of what might be. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. And we're underway. Well, it's clear what the manager wants here. His aim is to dominate in the wide areas, isn't it?
Yeah, I suspect that the wide men have been instructed to combine with the two forwards playing off the central striker, providing support or rotating with them while being the main suppliers of crosses. This is all about end product.
Drives it in. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. And it's Makalele. What's going wide left? Deflected behind for a corner kick. Arsenal with their first corner, the first in the game for either side, actually. Oh, good climb! Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. Good-looking ball. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Cannavaro spots it and intercepts. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And the ball is out of play. Nicked it back promptly. Haaland. Oh, that's a very decent ball now.
It's always intriguing to see just how much influence Bonucci has over the game here.
Part of a famous back three, of course, that is written into Italian footballing folklore.
Yeah, and he was the most adept.
He's had a shot! Goal! Arsenal! Arsenal take the lead. Not a defender in sight. He had all the time in the world.
Yeah, it's simply tragic defending when a renowned finisher is ignored. It's how he built his reputation.
So, a breakthrough already. No way through. Bale. Nagatomo has the space to scheme. Looking for the far post. Terrific effort! And the keeper has reacted superbly there.
Roberto Baggio really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
Pirlo gets over and intercepts.
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk.
And he shoots! And he hits the net! And once more we are all square. You score, we score!
Well, going behind has simply triggered a collective determination to hit back, and they merit nothing less.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
And a header! Oh, crossbar! Deftly away. And that's been won straight back. And he's gone backward here. Bale. It's out for a goal kick. And he's quick to snatch it back. Bale. Thuram. Here's a perfect combination of brain and brawn. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Floated through. Abbiati can get it clear. Just about midway through the first half, and it has been an engaging watch. Eto'o couldn't squeeze it through. And it's Eto'o. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. Oh, Red, nice interception. That's really well manoeuvred. Kaká demonstrating his defensive quality there. Haaland. Rijkaard. Cruyff. Now that's well seen too. Well, that pass isn't the best. And the pass is intercepted. Pirlo! A collective sigh of relief from the defence.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
And this is Adriano. Adriano finds himself offside. pass has gone astray. Makaleli. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. Looking for the run. It's Basho! He's delivered all right! Whoever is in his path, he will always find a way.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
Arsenal have their lead. Well played, that has snuffed out the danger. Can he get on the end of this? A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
He won't be happy with that one. Cute ball now, how can he reach it? It is a corner. Pirlo with the short one.
Out of time.
He slips. Towering header! Firm header, just off target.
And he did so well to get himself there. What a good effort.
He's looking wide. And he's managed to get free. He leaps for it! Oh, and that one's done no damage in the end.
Well, he looks a little annoyed with himself, Peter, but he hit it well enough. Better look next time, maybe.
Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Spread to the right. That has not gone well. That's the end of the first 45. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Yeah, neither side holding back here. It has been quite a half, this.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Well, that is the first half done, and we are ready for what follows in the second.
Please join me in wishing all the best for members of our fan club celebrating their wedding anniversary today. Substitution for Arsenal, number 4, Bonucci, number 55, Nagatomo, number 13, Eto, number 6, Rijkaard. Coming on the field, number 15, Daniel van Buiten, number 17, Vinicius Junior, number 44, Otto, number 8, Schneider.
The second period is underway.
Well, I think in these circumstances, it's all about how to adjust the balance of your team. I mean, you want to get back in it as soon as possible, but without leaving yourself too open.
And he's intervened well there. Tries to play it through. Vinicius Junior is the team's great visionary.
That's going in strongly.
Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Makaleli. Bale. Oh, this is a great position. Oh, good take in a good area. Oh, there's a probing ball. Baggio was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Varane defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man. No luck with that dink over the top. Kaka is offering some sort of an apology there.
He made it look a bit predictable.
Mateus. Well, that's well spotted. That's a little off target. Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy. Haaland! Haaland! Oh, split-second reaction.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Inter Milan have their second corner now. They've played it short. Lahm receives it in a good position here. So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. Lahm, header! Firm header, just off target.
That's a great attempt, although he clearly feels he should have done better with it.
Now that looks a decent ball, and that could set him on his way. He is through here. Big chance! It's in! And look what it means to them. This is a position of genuine strength now. The angle was unkind, but he has hit the spot.
Peter, you have to have a certain imagination to produce the incredible, and that was incredible.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, everything is going to plan, Peter. A day for a regular managerial heartbeat, at least for one.
And he's picked it up out wide. He's shifting through the gears here. And that is expertly dealt with. Mateus. Cruyff. And that pass just didn't quite work. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Abbiati sends that a long way. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. That's really well cleared. And they're quick to get it back. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Schneider. That is good alertness. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
And the shots! Just cruising! They are cruising! Up by 3. They have their boots on the throats of their foes. That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Oh, what a finish. I mean, an instinctive finish at that, and he probably didn't even have time to think about it too much.
Arsenal visibly comfortable, now up by 3. Schneider. Adriano. Oh, he's bustling through here.
Oh, great feat, that.
Good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, I appreciate the fact he's trying to make a difference, and if he carries on like that, he may well do.
Well read, nice interception. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Schneider gets on his bike and on the move. And this is Bale. And this is Bale. And the shot! Beckham. Mateus. And he plays one through. He's found a way through. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
Desailly gets a foot in here, and Cruyff! Keeper's not concerned by that.
Substitutions taking place.
Inter Milan making further changes here, and in quick succession. Company. Rafael Varane. Nicely weighted
There
ball.
will be 3 minutes
Now it's
added
Mbappe.
time.
Looking for options for movement. Can he finish? That's another chance. Well, that is remarkable. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Great vision. Not the most accurate pass. And we're done. Inter Milan cannot spin this any other way. They came up against opponents. Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, since it first opened its doors back in the mid-1990s, this most splendid of venues in European football has delivered so many memorable games, and it is time once more to lose ourselves in these superb scenes. Just feel it. Alvarez! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Alvarez is offering a wry smile there.
Turns back here, probably the best option. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this guy, Kobbie Mainoo, is someone...
Big chance! Just not quite happening for him just now.
The Netherlands really can be very happy with the way they're going about things, Peter. They'll want to capitalise on this good spell, though.
Dani Olmo. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Now it's Mbappe. Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. And that pass isn't... Oh, that's ambitious! Cruyff gets into a good position. Intermalen with the corner, there first. And he's picked it up out wide. The Netherlands are looking to go forward now. Tries to pass it through. Just the kid's Kane! He's keen, determined to have his say. Messi with the short one. There's the delivery, and the keeper beats it away. And now a sudden chance to counter. But that has not gone well. Pirlo does well to get it back. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And that pass just didn't quite work. Timber. And it's Olmo. He's picked his way through. Dani Olmo. Very nicely done. Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance for a shot! He's going for goal! It's fallen kindly here. Goal, the Netherlands! And he's only too grateful to capitalise on the keeper's misfortune.
Oh, he was definitely fully focused on that, Peter. His reaction and anticipation got him there when everyone else was spectating.
The Netherlands are in front now, the game's only goal.
Well, this should allow them to be a bit more expansive, although they'll be wise to be cautious for now. That's positional goal, the utilisation of space.
The message is clear, none shall pass. Mainoo. Now it's Kane. Pirlo. Nicely shaped ball. Dink through. Mbappe has it in a wide position. Now the delivery. Terrific effort! He will be livid with himself.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
And here's Kane. No, that's been intercepted. Pirlo. Kaka. Now it's Kaka. Akanji makes the interception. Dani Olmo. That is good alertness. Now that's well seen too. Now he's got space here. Timber. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. Menu. De Paul. Now, can they get him away? He's on it, can he get away? Oh, great defending, that needed doing. Menu.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
Engages and forces him off the ball. Mbappe. Alvarez was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
It's admirable.
Dani Olmo, he's through on goal. There's the shot! Oh, good finish. And there we have it, the 2-goal cushion. The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
The Netherlands are now luxuriating in a 2-goal lead.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Cruyff. You have to say that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Kaka. Pacho.
2 added minutes has been indicated.
And it's Menu. Dani Olmo conjures time and space where few can. Dani Olmo on a serious charge here. Kaka. And the pass is intercepted. Oh, nicely intercepted. Quick look at his watch, and the referee whistles for half-time.
Well, the second goal certainly came as a welcome surprise, Peter. So late and so potentially destructive.
That certainly seems to be the case.
Well, both half-time team talks will undergo change now. One will be solid, the other needs to be pretty inspiring.
So that was the first half, and we will be back with the second half shortly.
Please be made aware that smoking is only permitted in designated areas within these grounds.
So we're underway for the second half.
I think it'll be fascinating to see how they're going to change their approach here. They have to go for it and try and pull one back, but they also have to be aware that going 3 down will probably seal their fate.
Now it's Alvarez. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Dani Olmo picks it up out wide. Kaka. Pacho. Can he get it through? Can he finish? He's got a goal! Barely into the second half, and already it is heating up.
Oh, he did so well to hold his run and stay on side, Peter. That was really clever.
Just 1 in it now.
The manager must have given them an earful at half-time, and fair play because it seems to have worked. They've got to kick on from here now.
Nice interception, well timed. Pass somewhat off target. Has a look and place it forward. Mbappe. And there's his chance to lead the counter. That is a great pick out. He has found the way through. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. Now it's Alvarez.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Shapes to shoot! And a neat finish! Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
913.
The Netherlands go up by 2 and are looking good.
Well, there's only one team in it at the moment, and the question is, will they be happy to sit on this?
Menu. Now it's Alvarez. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. And it's Kaka. Mbappe receives it in a good position here. Menu, passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, he's taken out, that'll be a foul. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Substitution.
Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. De Paul. Chance! And it's there! It's all becoming so easy. He watched it all the way, and the finish was unerring.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
The Netherlands, palpably stronger, better, superior.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
No, it's come to nothing. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that kill.
Oh, they could be caught out here. Mateus. Tacho promptly onto that, and that is that. Not the most accurate pass. That is ended up in no man's land. Alvarez stood his ground strongly. And he's going to have his name taken. Now it's Kane. Kane does really... Kane! Outstanding save to keep that out.
I think he did really well to get the shot away, to be honest, given how much pressure he was under at the time.
It's their second corner of the game. Punched away. Tries to throw. Impressive jump. And it's in. Just cruising. They are cruising. Terrific header. He met that with aplomb.
Well, when you get service like that into the box, you can't go wrong.
And there was his third, and boy, he looks the business, doesn't he just?
Well, he's made this game all about him. He's got a fantastic appetite for goals.
Things looking so easy, almost too easy here.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Tacho deals with that comfortably. Now it's Kane.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's a nicely shaped... And Messi! And he hits the net! And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
It's a mass exodus now. Certain sections of the stadium are leaving in droves, and you can't blame them.
Substitutions taking place.
The Netherlands are at the peak of their powers. As for their opponents, a long way from that.
To be expected, Peter. They've gone and stepped it up, something they've been threatening to do and will continue to do by the looks of it.
Menu, Thuram cuts out the pass. Oh, lovely bit of skill. Nicely weighted ball. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal, and it had to be. Cruyff did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Played into space, and he's intervened well there. Now it's Danny Olmo. Thinks about the shot. Great chance!
So this game
That's
is
it!
really
And this is getting ridiculous. Borderline crazy.
Well, I think we've reached the point when even damage limitations is no longer an option.
Davids. 5 minutes to add. Now it's Mbappe. Gets a good foot in there. Menu. He's looking wide. Whistle's gone, that's a foul. This could spell real trouble. We know he has already been booked. And he has taken a dim view of this, a second yellow, and that means red. Inter Milan are down to 10 men. And that will be it. Inter Milan suffer a humiliating defeat, and if that weren't painful enough, there's all the analysis. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, the stage is set for a stirring showdown here. The supporters in great voice, and there's a real sense of anticipation in the air. Game on. Things already rolling. Well, we all know of Johan Cruyff as the father of total football, but what can we expect from him on the pitch, Jim?
He'll be the conductor, Peter, making sure that his team create space and make good use of it. I expect him to be running the show and adding a touch of class to proceedings.
Winning with style, and that's what he has always been about.
Always.
No luck with that dink over the top. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Inter clearly didn't help themselves by telegraph.
Real chance! Good run, lovely take, but that is where it stopped.
Mbappe has every reason to be disappointed after being played in so well. The gaffer won't let him forget that.
Pinches it off him. Ooh, a delicate chip through. Cruyff. And it's Cruyff. Varane with the slide tackle there.
They'll want to make the most of this turnover.
Messi. And he's being shifted off it. Mbappe. So, Jim, what have you made of what we've seen so far?
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Maldini. And he was quick to react. Thuram. Makaleli. That's been cut out, well played. First quarter of an hour gone. Yamal! It's hit the upright. This time, surely! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, that gives them the privilege to control the tempo of the game. It's up to them to manage it from here now.
Well timed, excellent interception. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
That is good alertness. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. And the score is 1-0. It's a searching pass. Varane calmly anticipates.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department.
And that's a good ball. And the shot! And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Lamine Yamal is offering a wry smile there.
And we have our very first corner. Cruyff with the short one. Tries to cross. Mozambique have the chance to go the other way. And this is Messi, and he's managed to get free. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. That's great defensive work. It doesn't take too much imagination to guess what would have happened otherwise.
Oh, I was on the edge of my seat then. He just took on one too many. Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Cafu pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. Desai. Kaka. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
Expertly cut out, really nicely done. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to...
Tries a shot! And that should get the job done. Cruyff looking sharp there.
Well, sometimes you can see it coming a mile off, yet because of the timing of both the run and the pass, it can be hard to stop. Always next time.
Makaleli. Inter Milan are one up and looking surprisingly comfortable. And the shot! And it's in! They have done it! They have their equaliser!
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
So they have it all to do again.
Well, I'd happily watch this every week, Peter. This is exactly what you want from a big game.
Varane cuts it out. Cruyff is sporting a guilty look after that.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Vamos ter minuto de compensação.
Oh, no, that was never going to make it. Varane cuts out the pass. And that is the end of the first half. So it's all squared. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. So, nothing in it, Jim. What do you think?
Well, it's been an exciting half, Peter, with each side having chances and good spells of possession. I'm hoping that both will keep this open approach.
So 45 minutes of uncompromising football, and at the break, it's one each. So once again, we're underway. Now it's Yamal. Oh, that's ambitious. That has been cut short. And he cuts out the supply. And he's found a way past. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Desai. Cruyff. Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Looking to pass their way up the pitch. Rafael Varane. Passes coming off in quick succession here.
Mozambique always have been a side that are known for pressing, a style that's very high tariff, Peter.
But it can pay off big time, can't it?
Yeah, just about every top side are doing this now.
And this is Messi. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Nicely shaped ball. That looks a good ball through. Oh, he's in one-on-one. Vieira. Now it's Cruyff. That has not gone well. Quarter of an hour into the second half. Just eases him off the ball. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. Cruyff. And the pass is intercepted. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
He made it look a bit predictable.
And the shot! And needless to say, that deserved better.
That's really well played. It's just the type of run you need. Off the shoulder of the last defender, stay onside.
Vai proceder uma substituição.
So changes afoot here, and from both sides.
E vai entrar para o seu lugar com o número 21. Está a acontecer uma substituição.
Beckham can so cleverly bypass the press. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Cannavaro gets across to intercept that. That's a cute ball. No, he's just misjudged that one. Maldini. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Vieira. Pele. He's had it taken off him. Can he get it through? Can he get onto this? Ball's gone out of play.
Vai proceder uma substituição. O número 9, número 15, Vieira, número 7.
Hangs in across.
Vão dar os seus lugares a número 10.
Cruyff cuts a frustrated figure right now. He just cannot get away.
He needs a minder, and one of his teammates should be picking.
There's the shot!
Don't you just love the level of intensity here? Neither is prepared to back down, and...
It's Adriano! And no, he had to, and yet he could not.
That could yet prove very pivotal. Chances like that just can't be wasted.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now a sudden chance to counter. And he's intervened well there. Now it's Mbappe! And Another one of football's and how moments. It's a pretty loose pass. Mbappe! Lahm kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. That pass has been well intercepted. Cannavaro promptly onto that, and that is that. A game with so much to recommend it. Fabulous contest, but still no clear winner.
Well, a goal either way.
Decent chance! Oh, that was no routine save.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played. Yeah, and the jostling for position has begun. There's hardly any breathing space in that box.
He has a look up. Ronaldinho gets over and intercepts.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Adriano unable to make it happen for all his good intentions. Pelé. Beckham. Cruyff. This is a promising build-up. Foot in. Platini. And this is Pelé. He's beaten. Can he finish? And that's it. They will have to shake on that. So it does end all square. Inspiration, perspiration, both on show in equal measure. Just not enough on either side to find a winner. Your reflections then, Jim?
Well, Peter, I suppose it's something. Not ideal for either side, of course, although if you look at the overall balance of things, neither did enough to win.
Inter Milan get ready for another crack at the big prize. Will they get the win they need to get their campaign off to a flying start, or will their bubble burst over the course of the next 90 minutes? Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So things are underway. And the through ball. He's in a great position here. So, Jim, who would you identify as the key man in this fixture?
Well, this fella, Upamecano, Peter, is well versed in the art of gegenpressing and quick counters, having been brought through a system that excels in both disciplines. If he's able to combine this with his passing, then you could look to him to trigger an awful lot of counter-attacks.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. Goal! Inter! There was no getting to that, no getting to it at all. Expertly done.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
The goal scorer for Inter after 11 minutes is number 18, Kylian Mbappe.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. And it's Beckham. That pass isn't the best. Hakimi. And if you have just joined us, still just one goal between them. 1-0 the score. Haaland. Big chance! Serginho is one of the key ingredients in the team's attack.
Borussia Dortmund genuinely seem like a side that's confident with the quality they have out wide. They certainly like their little intricate combinations and link-ups.
Well, that's the impression I'm getting.
Yeah, I think you'll want to make sure you give the opposition a different look with...
Can he finish? Oh, good finish. And they're threatening to fly away here. They forced the error and extracted the maximum punishment.
Look at the manager here, he's absolutely fuming and he has every right to be. You can't win football matches if you give the ball away like that.
Kylian Mbappe.
Inter Milan are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Yeah, it's all happening now. There's been an upping of the intention and urgency, a real step up in possession and purpose now.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Shapes to shoot! Euphoria, utopia, and they are cavorting. They are purring, truly purring. He made it happen, squeezed through with sheer will and considerable accuracy.
Well, I'm sat here, Peter, thinking that the keeper might have done a little better then. Maybe his positioning wasn't great, but then again, I don't think he had a wonderful view of it.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy.
I think there's been a greater menace to everything they've been doing during this spell, one that they hope will continue.
Cross in, looks like a good one. Probing pass. Oh, that's well spotted. That's a risky ball, you've got to say. Mbappe. And no, that was never going to make it. Vermin. That pass has been well intercepted. Inter Milan have hit a quick-fire double here. And it's Cruyff. Mateus, renowned for his long-range shooting. It's a really well-measured ball. Applies the finish! Well, it was a chance, but meat and drink for the keeper.
I thought it was a really good break. No shortage of pace nor intensity. Exactly what's required when on the counter-attack.
Mateus. Oh, super ball! And that is out and behind. It's a good block. And we have our very first corner. And it's been taken short. Cruyff's cross. It's rising! Read the delivery beautifully, but got the finish all wrong.
Incredible. He had all the time in the world to pick his spot as well.
Fermin. Now Neymar. Now it's Mbappe. Cruyff. Can he get on the end of this? Now it's Mbappe. Konate, defending his corner stubbornly, stood up very well to his man.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
Mbappe! Delivery from Mbappe. Varane with the clearance. Haaland. Oh, easy pickings there. Inter Milan looking forward to the break after some very good work in the first 45 minutes. That's a cute ball. Just eases him off the ball. Trossard. Lahm does really well to win the ball there. Rodri. It's a searching pass. Konate calmly anticipates. Cruyff. And the pass is intercepted.
There will be 1 minute added time.
Neymar. That has not gone well. Fermin. Serginho. The whistle's gone, and that's it for the first half. Well, that was as one-sided as it gets. Only one side have shown up here, and they're just tearing it up at will.
It's an eye-catching scoreline, but it's a fair reflection on what we've just seen in this first half, Peter. Now they just need to make sure they retain their focus until the very end. No slip-ups.
Inter Milan, seemingly the only team to have turned up here. It is 3-0 at the break. And we're already back up and running after half-time. Fermin. Cute ball. And the finish! And with the goal at his mercy, a dreadful miss.
I just wonder what was on his mind there. Should have put his foot right through it.
Looking to play him in. He can run onto that. He's got away. Picks out, goes for a shot! And there's a goal! They're back within reach! There was to be only one outcome.
Yeah, he always had the measure of the keeper, and there was very little doubt as to how this was going to end up.
After 52 minutes.
So could they be onto something here?
21.
Now it's Mbappe. Just about within shooting range. Oh, he's just got under that.
Oh, did the keeper have that covered? I'm not sure he did. I think I need a replay on that one.
And it's Neymar. Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Clearly is miffed, having made the run and not get picked out.
Konate. And it's Hakimi. And Fermin. Ambitious ball here. He's in plenty of space here. Oh, they could be caught out here. There's the shot! And that's a sharp finish. Back to within one. Interesting. An act of great generosity, accepted gratefully, indeed gleefully.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
Borussia Dortmund now just needing one.
Well, that's really winded the opposition. You can see their manager screaming on the touchline, telling his team to calm down. But they'll need to do that pretty quickly. It's composure from here.
Trossard. Mateus being hounded, manhandled at times.
Well, he has to become a target. They've been too slow to recognise his influence.
Nice interception, his positioning was spot on. Beckham stood his ground strongly. And here's Trossard. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. Haaland. Now it's Kaká. And they can counter here. Now it's Haaland. Trossard. He's looking wide. Inter Milan choosing to make the first change. And the break in play means they can now affect their change.
Yeah, he's looking for instructions, probably something along the lines of go make a nuisance of yourself.
Rodri. Thinks one through. Oh, that's clever. And he's real chance! Oh, he's managed to get it all wrong.
Oh, the pass was sublime. The finish was substandard. What a disappointment.
Borussia Dortmund can now introduce the first of their substitutes.
Well, I think he'll undoubtedly add more movement and fluidity in the final third with his passing range.
Neymar. Looking for options for movement. Romario. Chance! It's a goal! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart.
And Hakimi is fouled. And no surprise, that's a booking.
Well, sometimes a loose foul can trigger a completely different spell of play, and it makes even less sense.
Substitution.
Romario. Now, can they get him away? Rodri kept his eye on it, and he's there. Great vision. Inter Milan have now used up all but one of their substitution windows. Trossard. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And it's Cruyff. Kaká. Cruyff, the specialist in tearing teams apart. Oh, super find. Oh, nicely intercepted. Well, the run has been sold a little bit short there.
Borussia Dortmund clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Now it's Romario. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Neymar engages and forces him off the ball. 5 minutes left on the clock. Messi. And he is deftly away. That has been slung wide. Cruyff with a fine tackle. Romario.
Might want to be careful there.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Now, the ref's been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances.
Substitution for Borussia Dortmund. Number 21, Trossard. Number 10, Neymar. Coming on the field, number 22, McAllister.
Vinicius
Number
Junior.
9, Vinicius Junior.
Upamecano.
Substitutions taking place. There will be 5 minutes
Push
added
in.
time.
Just seeing the board now, it's going to be 5 extra minutes. And he's let fly! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. That's good play. Mateus with the cross. That's a decent clearance. Chance here to counter. Nice physical challenge. And it's closer. Oh, good read.
He read that really well and stopped it.
So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan are enjoying their moments of collective uplift. A win achieved with efficiency and certainty, as we've come to expect from them. Well, what are your thoughts on today's game then, Jim?
Inter definitely impressing me here, especially the way that attack clicked. Whether it was link-up play, running in behind, this has just been a great day at the office.